It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Barons' sure-handed wide receiver. There are a few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Barons and the Colts, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Brooklyn Barons. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Brooklyn. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So now the Colts backed up to start their initial drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
You want to talk about a driven player partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another run for Brown on second down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Reese. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They run a draw here on second down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. On third down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rees. Johnson odds poke free. Football's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw on 2nd down. Rees. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Man open left side is Brown. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
On the toss, this is Jim Brown. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Rees. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw. Rees. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on pickup. Second and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 16. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Barons have taken the lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
No, old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Rees. And a quick throw here that's complete. A second fake. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Colts first down.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rees. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rees. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, here's the option. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
He'll drop to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Negative there of 4 yards. Indy set to go on offense once more. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Brown with his stick skills. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handing it off to Brown. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, Dyson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Rees. Forced out to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 3. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Barons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now the extra point. And It's 21-3. So the drive there took 6 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Throwing to start the drive. Rees. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. He gets it left side to Johnson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a give left side, Brown with it. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
But you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 110 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Barons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive in total 8 plays. And a nice play on the end of it. An 18-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, we're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Throwing on first down. Rees. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Well, up big with still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already. Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 141 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. For 1 yard gain.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 43. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 30 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Barons extend their lead yet again. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Colts coming out now. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So they bring out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Johnson to return it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Rees. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw on 3rd down. Rees dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Miller, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Back to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. On 1st down, Rees. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rees. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Rees. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Got a man. It's Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rees. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, You can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rees. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Indianapolis.
Throwing on 1st down, Rees. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Looking to throw. Rees. On the right side, this is Miller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a gain of 10.
On 1st down, Rees. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Rees. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Rees. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Rees. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Rees. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the